Hey, Nick here with this weekly installment of Indie Mon. This time, I'm going to be doing my top 10 indie game soundtracks. It's gonna have two parts, with this week's part being my favorite indie game soundtracks 10 through 6. Come back next week to find out my favorites 5 through 1. Also, before I start, just know I'm not including games like Audio Surf where you can choose your own songs. That's cheating. Now let's get moving. Cave Story is my number 10. This game came out a little over 10 years now, and it made an impact on what indie games could do. I didn't play it until a couple of years after it was released, but it was a grand adventure. The fact it was free was also pretty crazy at the time, since I had never played such a great adventure that didn't cost me anything. Well, maybe RuneScape. The soundtrack to Cave Story is an adventure in itself, and that's why it's number 10. The number 9 spot belongs to Offspring Fling. I'm not sure how many people played Offspring Fling, but I don't think it's enough. It's a fun puzzle platformer game that I don't hear about often. With that came a great soundtrack to listen to while you figured out how to get your babies back home in each level. The next game on the list is Shovel Knight at number 8. This is the newest game on the list, and I think that's what makes the soundtrack so special. I haven't had much time pass by like the other games, but I feel like this music from the game has been with me for a while. While the game is great, I believe I might have enjoyed the soundtrack a tad more, but that's up for debate. This next one is a shame I haven't played it more. It's Retro City Rampage at number 7. I have only played a couple of hours of Retro City Rampage. I have no excuse on why I didn't finish it, but there isn't an excuse on why this soundtrack wouldn't be on this list. The soundtrack gets you pumped up and feels like an action movie. The last one for this video is Jamestown at number 6. There was something about this game where it felt like I grew up with it. I'm not sure why. I think maybe the graphics reminded me of something I played on an older console like Chrono Trigger or a Final Fantasy game. The soundtrack isn't even an 8 or 16-bit, but I feel it reminds me of an older time. The game is fantastic, and the soundtrack really got you in an adventurous mood. That's the end of this video, but make sure to come back next week to find out my 5 through 1 soundtracks. If it has been more than a week, then there should be an annotation. Please like and subscribe for more content.